Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we have another Shadowverse Evolved gameplay video for you. This is going to be a testing session between myself and channel regular Jose. At the top of the screen you'll see yours truly piloting a Necrocharge deck, and at the bottom of the screen Jose will be piloting Usurpation Sword. I built this Necrocharge deck thinking, oh, you know, I mean, they mill my cards for me, so in theory it should be easier, right? You know, I should be able to Necrocharge pretty quick and benefit, right? You'll find in these games that that's not necessarily the case. There's actually 4 games in this video as well, so I hope you guys enjoy them and stick along for the ride. You can see that Jose opened with double Servant of Usurpation, which is just really good, and he starts his turn 3 with a Fina to pop my Bell Ringer and just keeping on with that aggressive momentum. I dropped Maruzensky on my turn 4. Maruzensky being a crazy good card here. Unfortunately, it loses out to the Angelic Snipe, and then the Spartois Sergeant swings for 2. And pass to Jose. So Jose's on 4 play points, having gone second. Yeah, really fun games in this session. I hope you guys really enjoy it. But Jose is going to drop his Apostle of Usurpation here. This is like the second best card in the deck, but not by much. Like, you know, it's not far behind Octress, but it's such a beautiful removal card. A really big pain to deal with. Great stats too. You know, possibly drawing a card as well. So it looks like we play the 1-drop Amulet and another Maruzensky to reduce that guy down to a 0-5. Oh, sorry, 0-1. And now we're just leaving that dude up. He serves no threat to us at 0 attack, 1 defense. So, yeah, Maruzensky is a crazy important card in the Necrocharge deck for this matchup. Definitely keeps things more balanced for the matchup for sure. Not to say that it's necessarily imbalanced for Necrocharge or anything like that. I feel like, in theory, Necrocharge should have an advantage. You know, pretty much once you get to those Israfil turns, you should be sitting pretty, but you know, Sword can just kind of just leave you in the dust so quickly. So it really just depends on you know, how Sword player opens. It looks like Jose is going to play a Olivia. He makes us discard while he draws a card, and then he just passes. So we end up discarding the Lesser Mummy, getting our Ector ready, or our Lelouch ready. I think we're on turn 6 now, so we play an Ambling Wraith, mill 2 more, Death's Breath, and a Lelouch. Kind of bittersweet, right? You know, kind of never want to hit those Death's Breath. We pay 2 to add the Lelouch back. I think we only got 2 more play points now. So we could evolve the Maruzensky. Yeah, we do that. Reduce Olivia down to 3/3, and I think we end up swinging here. I think we consider not for, you know, the fact that, you know, we can just maybe keep the Maruzensky alive and drop Azazel later, but you know, Apostle again is a thing, and that would just take out a standing Maruzensky with ease, and it would draw a card. Like, it's just a really good card. So Jose now on 6 play points, still with 2 evolution points. Our grave is at 14 cards, so you know, this Octress eventually is gonna do some work. This Necrocharge deck, by the way, oh nice, drops a Floral Fencer. I kind of was like, I don't really want to put any generally neutral or good cards in here, because I don't want Octress to take them, you know. Like the new 4-drop spell that destroys the follower and then makes you discard a random card. I didn't want to keep that in the grave or keep that in the deck. I think I ended up playing 1, but I didn't want to play multiple because I didn't want to have him take that, you know, take that with Octress so often, you know. So definitely a deck to counter Sword, because we anticipated it being really oh, sorry, I just realized that he swung with Olivia, but we just anticipated Sword being a really big popular deck this format. The Lelouch comes down. He summons a Demonium Punk Devil and a 2 Demonium Punk Devils. And I remember at this particular moment, I think to myself, I kind of enter, like, you know, smooth brain mode, and I think to swing with Ambling or the Spartois, but I realized I don't think I should do that, because at the moment the board is locked, and you know, he doesn't have lethal, because keep in mind that Apostle's at 0-1, the Olivia's at 3, so he only has 9 damage on the board. I don't think there's a way for him to get rid of his cards, and I think that, well, he could have something like a Spine Blade. So I take back the swing with Spartois. Jose, nice enough to let me do that, and we just kind of hope that he cannot out our board, you know. So Jose plays the Averati. I don't remember how you pronounce it, but he's gonna hit us for a ton, leaving us at 3. I think what he was trying to search for there was another Spine Blade, but I don't think he sees it. So now we're kind of just cashing out on our gamble. We swing with a 3-4 Demonium. We swing with another 3-4 Demonium. We swing with the Spartois, but that gets wiped out by the Spine Blade. And then we play the Lesser Mummy out of our hand. And we're just hoping now that he doesn't have a second Spine Blade. So we swing for 3, and then we swing for 5. So that's going to be game 1. Now, we are in game 2. And it looks like I'm going second this time. I think we just alternated. Jose is going to use the Averati. Gets an Apostle to his hand. Can't hate that, you know. And looks like we pass. He opens up turn 2 with a Fina, adds a Swordsman. Fina's so good for this deck. It really is just a crazy good card for this deck. We play a Lesser Mummy, evolve it. I don't even know why we really evolved it. I think it was just like, well, you know, so it doesn't die to Bellringer, just in case that's its next move. Doesn't but die to Snipe. You know, is what it is. But we didn't think it was going to stay up, but maybe it would have. Maybe. Okay, he hits the Octress off of his spell, so he gets to add it back. Then he Spine Blades our Lesser Mummy and hits a Maruzensky, so that's like, it's pretty defeating. Feels bad. Now we're playing our 1-drop Amulet to mill 2 cards. We hit a Spartois and an Rulnai, and I think we end up passing there. Like, I remember, I think this hand ends up being like really bad. Like really, really bad, I think. He's gonna hit us for 3 with the Fina. I forgot to do that for the last turn, by the way. We gotta pay attention to the life points. So now he's gonna play the, oh man, hit us for 3 more. I forgot what that one's called. Disciple of Usurpation, I think it was Disciple. Mills our Lelouch, so now we can at least crack that. We can crack our Amulet, add Lelouch back, but it's like, I think our hand ends up being super duper top heavy, and I'm not scooping. Yeah, I see like 2 Death's Breath, 2 of the Uma card with the really long funny name that pops amulets. This is in there for like Tea Time, also Leonidas' Resolve. But yeah, at this point we're kind of just like, yeah, we're gonna lose this one. So we're gonna get hit by 3 by the Fina. This Fina's done 9 damage. The Octress comes down, mills 2 good cards. Another Octress comes down. So now we're at 9 cards. Swing with Disciple ends up being 3 because at the swing it becomes 10 in the Evo deck, or sorry, in the Cemetery. Now he evolves 1 Octress and he's going to take a card. I think, so he's going to take a Bellringer and then he's going to play the Bellringer. Does he have enough? Yeah, well, oh, yeah. Or I think we're debating like if he has the play points for it, but yeah, he had 1 play point available. So he takes my Bellringer and leaves us at 3. So obviously no way we can come back from this. So we end up scooping it up. So that's going to be game 2. Game 3. Again, remember there's 4 games in here. We weren't playing like best of 3. We actually probably paid like 10 games before we started recording, or 10 games total, and then started recording sometime in the middle. Servant comes down on turn 1, mills our Death's Breath. Already a big middle finger to us in this at the start of this game. So Spine Blade comes down to hit the Bellringer, which sounds bad, but then it buffs the Servant by 1 because an extra card got milled to hit us for 3. That's very good for Jose for sure. 3-2 right out the gate. We only have 2 play points as well here, so we're going to end up playing the Punk Devil and just warding up and passing. So now Jose on 3 play points. How does he deal with the Punk Devil? Does he trade the Servant? Ideally not. He's going to play the Gemstaff Commander. He's going to search probably a Floral Fencer, and he might leave the Punk Devil up, but no, he does not. So we do heal 2 with the Punk Devil, and now we draw 2 3 play points. Maruzensky might be decent here. Okay, Bellringer comes down. We're going to use the full play points to just pop the Gemstaff Commander. We don't ward the Bellringer, which I actually think was a mistake here, because we kind of do want him to swing into the Bellringer just so we can out the Floral Fencer, because I think we do have a Maruzensky in the hand. So I remember thinking like, oh, I made a mistake. I should have just warded it, So now we draw, and we are on 4 play points with an Evo. And now, yeah, like I said, like our Maruzensky just is now just worse. If we warded the Bellringer and he happened to attack, then we would be able to Maruzensky, take out the Steel Clad and the Floral Fencer. So really think about your Bellringers. Don't try to be fancy with leaving them, reserved like that. So I think we're still thinking about this, but I'm pretty sure we end up just playing the Maruzensky anyway. Yeah, we play the Maruzensky anyway. I think we end up reducing the Floral Fencer, and the thought process being like, it kind of clogs his board a little bit more, and if the Maruzensky gets outed, the Floral Fencer is easier to deal with, or like the Floral Fencer plus Steel Clatter is easier to deal with than like a single 4/4 follower. That was just my mindset at the time. So he's going to swing into the Bellringer with the Floral Fencer. We're going to take 3. We drew a card off Bellringer, and Olivia comes down. That's pretty tough. So he's gonna draw a card and then get an Evo point. I just hand 1 off to him, but I still have 3. I haven't used any yet. So now we draw to 5 play points. So the Olivia comes down, and at this point I'm thinking like, well, I mean, I guess he has Leonidas because 6 play points. Evo just gained an Evo point the last turn. It makes sense that it's Leonidas. So we play Lesser Mummy. We evolve the Lesser Mummy, I would imagine. I think this was also another reason why we reduced the Floral Fencer. So again, we can just trade over things rather than trade into things. Swings over the Floral Fencer. A Ghost will trade over the Knight. Maruzensky, I believe, is just going to swing over the Steel Clad. We're just going to, forego or just forget about trying to do damage right now. We just need to stabilize and get the game back in our favor. We need to hold the flag. But yeah, so we swing into the Steel Clad, and now at this point we still have used no Evo points, so we have 2 left, and I don't think we actually have anything. I don't think we have snipes or anything. I'm not sure. Jose on 6. So at this point I was thinking he had Leo, but he took longer than I thought, so I thought, okay, well, I guess he doesn't have Leo. So he plays another Floral Fencer. So we lucked out that he didn't have a Leo for sure, because then I think it just would have been a little bit tough. Okay, so another Steel Clad and Knight come down. He's gonna swing over the Lesser Mummy with the Floral Fencer. Floral Fencer's at 1 health now. 5 direct to our face with the Olivia. And he's going to check the top 4, add an Apostle to his hand. Boy, boy, boy. That is nice. And now okay, so now I think at this point, okay, so we snipe. Okay, we do have a snipe then, I guess. We snipe the Floral Fencer, and now it's like, I think we're kind of thinking like, man, we wish we milled better, because I think we have a Death's Breath, but there was nothing that got milled that was worth bringing back. So I think we have like a really tough turn ahead of us, because that Olivia is still 5/5, and it's really, really, really hard to deal with. So it's really unfortunate when you don't get like your big bodies out of the way, like get into the deck. And we played so many in this list, like 3 Israfil, Ectors, even Azazel, just cards that will easily out the Olivia. We just don't have them. You see, we have, oh yeah, we got 2 Israfil in our hand, 2 Death's Breath. We're nice, and we have a Punk Devil. Oh no. Okay, so we don't have a play. We don't have a play besides either Punk Devil, or we can just Death's Breath one thing, which the only thing I think we have is yeah, only a Maruzinski that's worth bringing back. So we're going to reduce the Olivia and swing over it, leaving Maruzinski at 1. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That's a bad hand. Yeah, we flipped over one of our Evo points, but it didn't make sense to because we still had 2 left because Jose's borrowing 1. But yeah, that's a bad hand. That's a really, really, really bad hand. So we're going to look at the top 4 again. Jose, let's see what he grabs. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's Disciple. Right? Disciple of Usurpation. They all have the same names, plus like, you know, like the same title, I should say, and then whatever their class-specific theme is. Okay, so then Disciple comes down, swings at us for 5, and then 2 more with the Steel Clad, and then 1 more Disciple, and then that's gonna be it. So now we're on to game 4. That was a horrible game. For sure. So we play Bellringer. Jose passes on 1. We luck out with that. He Spine Blades us. We mill 1, heal 2. And now we are... I mean, we're in the driver's seat. If they don't do anything on turn 1... Like, if Sword doesn't do anything on turn 1, you're in a pretty good spot. We play Spartois, mill Illusion, Israfil. So things are looking good. I think there's immediately looking way better for us in this game. You know, just hit your big boys out of the way. But last game we hit 0 and then had a bricky hand. Gemstaff Commander comes down, so you know that that's also not a good hand for Jose. I mean, it's not a bad hand. Like, Spineblade is fine on 2, and then Gemstaff is like okay, but it's not an ideal hand for sure. I think we just drew another Israfil. We're going to just evolve the Bellringer to pop the Gemstaff Commander. We're going to swing 2 with the Spartois. And I think at this point we're like thinking of, do we want to mill 2 more cards with the Spartois, or do we want to like not, you know, just I think we're kind of worried, like, do we really want to possibly help him get 10 in the cemetery? I don't think so. So we're like on the fence, but I guess we end up doing it. So we play another Spartois, hit the Amulet Popper and another Punk Devil, ward up, pass. So now we're thinking like, okay, well, he might actually get 10 in our cemetery, but if he does, it might be exactly 10. So if he brought something back with Octress, it goes down to 9 cards in the cemetery. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. At the same time, we kind of need to get our stuff going, you know. So we mill 1 with a Servant. We hit Odette. Oh, no, sorry, Odile. And we mill another one, which is going to be Lesser Mummy. So now our graveyard's set. Our Lelouch is ready. So Octress comes down. He does get 10 in our cemetery. Both of those servants are huge. 5 and a 4. He's going to take... I think he's going to take... he takes the Punk Devil. So now he swings. This was a very good play. So he swings over the Bellringer. Now I'm back to 10. And then he plays the Punk Devil for free because he couldn't once he stole the Punk Devil. Yeah, so in theory, I should have played around that a little bit more and kept the Bellringer standing, actually, if I was worried about Necrocharge 10. But at the same time, I think we only had like 2 or 3 cards in hand. I think we wanted the draws, but anyway. So now that we have 10, Maruzinski is going to be a nightmare. So we're going to do -4 to the Octress. We're going to be able to evolve it, take out the 5/2 Servant, and now we are going to... Oh, I missed that Jose actually gave the Punk Devil Bane, which he just gives it, gains it back once the Maruzinski swings over it. And then we swing both Spartois to the face, and I think we have one more play point for... We had one more play point for the Angelic Snipe, and we didn't do it on our own turn because we thought, well, I guess there's a small chance he swings a Servant into the Spartois, but obviously not likely. But just in case, we held the Snipe, and it didn't end up making a difference. So we are counting to see if we have 20, but we don't. But now that we're making it into our later turns, okay, so this is the new card, Silent Purge, I think. So it pops a follower, discards a random card out of his hand, which we hit on Olivia, which is nice. I mean, It's a heal card. It's actually his only heal card in the deck. Gemstaff Commander comes down. I think this is turn 6, so now he's got 3 play points left. Adds an Octress. He's going to play the Octress, mill 2 more. Oh, Death's Breath and an Angelic Snipe. Anytime a Death's Breath gets hit, it's just like, oh, I feel so bad. We're fanning out our whole graveyard / deck, basically, to show him his options. There's 20 cards there already. You know, O-Dial is a great hit because you don't want us to have it, you know. But I think he ends up trying to counter like a Death's Breath here and takes a Lelouch. No, he takes a Death's Breath. Okay. Then he plays a Bellringer, and then he just passes. So now we draw. We fortunately have a Lelouch, so we can drop that and summon a Lesser Mummy and a Punk Devil, or just 2 Punk Devils. You know, that's not bad either. And we also have Israfil, but the problem is we're on turn 7, so when we have the Israfil live, well, that's not for 2 more turns because we won't be able to evolve it, you know. So the Lelouch does come down. We are going to do, I think we have a Lesser Mummy in there. Yeah, we do have a Lesser Mummy, and we do have the Demonium Punk Devil. So I think now we're just kind of thinking of like, what do we want to actually bring out, you know? Do we want to just go big storm damage? But Punk Devil's really good. I mean, that heal 2 is really important for this matchup. It's just important for Necrocharge Abyss at all to have that that heal factor, you know? Gives it like a control aspect. Plus, it's going to be a 3/4, so it's a wall. Okay, so we are going to bring out the Punk Devil, and we end up doing 2 Punk Devils. So they're both 3/4s. I don't remember actually if we end up warding these or not, or we just leave them standing. Yeah, so we left them standing. So yeah, I mean, Jose only has like 7 damage is what he's presenting right now, but he does have the Death's Breath, you know, which can bring out his other Octress from the cemetery. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting hand here, you know. And also we have I remember this very clearly. We have a Death's Breath in our hand, and Jose plays the other Octress via Death's Breath, so he paid 4 play points for that. Now he evolves it for free, and he's going to take our Silent Purge, and he's going to pop Lelouch and hit a random card out of our hand, and he hits the one card I did not want him to hit, unfortunately, which was our Death's Breath, because I wanted to be able to drop Israfil next turn. So now we just have, I think that was a Bellringer, and yeah, Bellringer and Israfil going into turn 8, which is horrible, right? You know, not at all very good for what we have going. But I think he ends up passing here because he doesn't want to. I don't know, actually. I think he wants to keep the Octress up because it reduces the EX cost, but I'm not sure. I don't remember if he does or not. Oh yeah, he doesn't give me my cards back. He doesn't ever give me my cards back. Kept my Death's Breath. So now we are not in a great spot with what we have available. I mean, for next turn at least, we're top decking. Yeah, we're just showing the graveyard. He's got to consider all his options. I don't think he has any play points though, does he? No, he definitely does. He definitely does. We draw, and we draw a Cerberus. We're nice. We get a Mimi and a Coco. I didn't know I have the tokens with me at the time. I just put 4 blank cards down and evolved the Cerberus. So we're going to use 2 to out one of the Octress, and then we're going to use the other 2 to pump each Punk Devil to 5. We swing with both Demonium Punk Devils, which is not correct. Spine Blade hits one of them, but the other one does connect, dropping Jose down to 9, and then we play a Bellringer, and then we pass. So now we feel really good because we're at 24 health, and we have that Israfil in our hand, so as long as we don't get a card ripped out of our hand, we're okay. So he plays Gemstaff Commander. I totally missed what he searched there. Oh no, he played Apostle, my bad. And then he drew a card. We draw a card off a Bellringer. And then another Punk Devil gets hit, so we go up to 26. And then Octress hits us for 4, Wars of Bellringer and pass, and then we drop the Israfil. And now it's kind of like if you have to out this, and if you don't out this, well, this is 10 damage. So this is really, really tough for Sword to deal with. Big bodies are not Sword's specialty, or dealing with big bodies are not Sword's specialty. Leonidas, though, would trade into this pretty good. But yeah, I don't know if he actually outs it. So he's gonna use the Avarati or whatever it is. I think he adds another one. He's gonna use another one to search and hit the, I'm pretty sure it's Disciple, and if it's not, I'll be really triggered. And he ends up playing 2 to kill our Israfil, mills 2. Yeah, I think we're like really close to like milling our whole deck. So now we play our Amulet, mill 2 more, crack it, bring out Lelouch, and Lelouch is going to bring out the 2 lesser mummies, which will both be 5/5s now at this point. So that's going to be the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.